seated. The best is yet to come. God, in his awesome wisdom, would have allowed you to have been born at any time in history. He would have allowed you to have been born thousands of years ago or thousands of years to come. But he chose that you should come onto the scene at such a time as now. And the reason why he has done that is because he knows that you would never have succeeded any other time in history other than now. And it doesn't matter the challenges that you are facing, the battles that you are fighting, or the race that you have to run, or the difficulties that you have to overcome, or the mountains that you have to climb, or the valleys that you have to cross. God knew that you would make it at a time like now. He created you with everything that you needed in order to succeed in life. He put everything you needed, the intelligence, the talent, the giftings, the powers, the everything that you needed to succeed. God already put it in you to overcome and surmount everything that will ever come your way. In fact, the psalmist said that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That means God was so fearful when he was making you, lest he would make a mistake. He took time. He was so careful, so fearful, because he did not want to make a mistake. And you are not a mistake. You are not a mistake. I don't care if you are born out of wedlock or out of rape, you are not a mistake. Let me tell you my philosophy about life, and my life for that matter. I do not believe that I came onto the scene because my father met with my mother. No. I came onto the scene because God had me in mind even before the foundations of the world. So God had to make sure that my father met my mother for me to come. I did not come because they met. They had to meet for me to come. But I have a question for you. What has made you the person that you have become today? What has made you the person that you are today? What is it? Why are you the way you are? In one of the books I've written, I give a story of a gentleman. When he was young, he used to pray so hard to God. And he used to say, God, when I grow up, I want you to give me a good job. And I want you to give me a big car. And I want you to make sure that I am surrounded by beautiful girls. He prayed that so much until he fasted, until God decided to come himself. His name was James. And he said to James, James, I have been hearing you shout all the time. I am here now. Tell me what it is you want me to do for you. And James said, I will tell you on one condition. And God said, which one? That when I ask you what I want, you will give it to me immediately. And God said, that's a deal. And James repeated the same thing to God in person, and he said, I want you to give me a good job, and I want you to give me a big car, and I want you to make sure that I'm surrounded by many beautiful girls. And God asked him, is that all? And he said, yes. Then God told James, consider it done. Today, James is a bus driver in a girls' secondary school. He has a job, drives a big car, surrounded by many beautiful girls. What has made you the person you have become? It's the dreams that you have. It's the goals that you set for yourself. But some of us set goals too low and we hit them. We become so successful at hitting the small things that everybody in the estate and in the village knows how successful you have become by just praying to God, give me a car, give me a husband. There's nothing wrong with that. Give me a wife, give me children, give me a house, and then you start planning how to die. Given all the giftings that God has given you, all the talents, all the wisdom, the exposure that God has allowed you to have, I mean the academics, the qualification, the genes that you carry, the family that you came from, the people that have cared for you, the exposure and all the things that God has given you, is what you are today the best you could have become? Is it the best? Who is stopping you?